Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me planning out my week as a PhD student using deep work principles. So implementing things like time blocking, which essentially means that you are putting together similar tasks into a block of time and allocating that time specifically for that. And it means that during that time, you're not doing distracted things like watching TV or different things, but you are focusing on whatever task is at hand. The reason for that is that as much as we think we are great at multitasking, our brains really aren't designed for it, and you'll always end up leaving a little bit of your attention back on the previous task. This is known as the attention residue effect. So if you're constantly switching from doing your focused work to looking at your emails or replying to emails, your brain switches in and out, and it means you can't really get that good work done. So that's obviously not ideal. So that's why this sort of schedule tends to work really well. As well, for the next week, I'm going to be vlogging how my week looks. So you can see how it sort of ends up working out, my schedule versus the actual real life, what happens. So if you want to see how that video looks, be sure you are subscribed and that you've hit the notification bell so that you know when that video is uploaded. So I'm just going to start a little screen recording now. You can see I'm using this sort of weekly planner template. So I'm going to do a general plan that's going to go for the next sort of 7-ish weeks till the end of this semester. So that's what I'm planning at the moment. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in anything that's fixed. So anything that I don't really have any control over in terms of timings. One of those things will be demonstrator hours, which in my university, you can be sort of a teaching assistant for classes, or you can do demonstrator hours, which is slightly different. So I have those now on Mondays 10 till 12, and then also on Wednesdays and Fridays 10 till 12 as well. And then also on Wednesdays from 2 to 4. One thing to be aware of here in terms of planning out your workday is the idea in deep work of what is deep versus shallow work. So shallow work is the kind of work where you're not necessarily creating new knowledge, and things like meetings and things like that would go into that bracket. And it does depend a lot what your work is. So I think shallow work isn't something to be snuffed off. It doesn't mean that it's unimportant just because it's shallow. It still is necessary, it still is important. And if you think about somebody like CEO of a big company, their entire day would be filled with this sort of shallow work. They get paid a lot for that because they are making big decisions and they're needed in that sort of capacity. So it just depends, but it's more if you're in this sort of knowledge workspace where you're working as a PhD student, for example, there needs to be a certain amount of time that's dedicated to deep work, which is where you're really trying to create new knowledge. So for me, that'd be working really hard on programming, trying to understand a new concept, working out solutions, writing papers, all that kind of stuff. So there needs to be a good amount of the workday attributed to that. And usually you want to try and get a couple hours undivided to focus on deep work and get into that sort of flow state. So something that's important here is trying to schedule in some admin time to your day so that you're not constantly checking emails, constantly replying to emails, and constantly distracting yourself from your more deep work that really needs pure focus. So I'm adding in a meeting with my supervisors on Thursday from 5 to 6. And usually I set aside the hour before that to plan for the meeting and just make sure I have everything ready to go. And then I also have an hour on Friday, which is sort of a group meeting with my research group. And I also have a meeting on Friday from 1 to 2, which is with somewhat of my research group. It's sort of my second supervisor's research group. So it's related to my research, but it's also slightly different. That is sort of the blocking of how my work stuff looks, anything that's sort of set in stone. Now it's going to be adding in the stuff for the drama school that's set in stone because I do teach a lot of classes. So I'm going to add in all of those classes now. So that is pretty much the ones that are set in stone. And now it's going to be setting aside the deep work periods, which are going to be between 2 and 4 hours. Into my schedule, and then having everything else set aside for rest or active rest. You can see I have around an hour a day for for breaks for lunch, which to be honest I usually like to take around an hour and a half because I have to make lunch and then I also bring Lola for a walk. So what I need to start doing is making sure that I plan better in terms of meals. So making sure that I have lunch stuff ready to go. So that means that I can do a 45-minute walk and a 15-minute lunch and have that be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna really quickly color all this into the different categories just so that we can have sort of somewhat of a final look at how it looks. So my schedule is completely filled out and now I can see everything that's going on. So I have Mondays, I've got my morning routine, then I've got deep work for 2 hours, demonstrator hours for 2 hours, then I have an hour for lunch and a walk, then more deep work, then a single private call for the drama school and some drama admin. Then I have social time, so I get to go and do something fun with a friend or with my boyfriend, which usually means going for a walk and picking up some takeaway somewhere. So on Tuesdays then I have morning routine plus workout, then I have deep work, a bit of actual admin, then some lunch, then more deep work, then more admin. Then I have some drama teaching in the afternoon and evening. That pretty much takes me up till bedtime. Then I have Wednesday, I have my morning routine, I've got some deep work, I've got some demo hours. Then I have some lunch and a walk. Then I have a prep hour for demonstrator hours and then I have those hours. And then I have a full 6 hours straight of drama. So Wednesday is absolutely the hump of the week. For me, it is crazy. It's probably not ideal, so I need to try to put together a really nice sort of after that routine to help me wind down. Evening routines are something I've always struggled with, so it's definitely something I need to work on. Then Thursday I have morning routine and workout, deep work, half an hour of admin, lunch and walk break, then more deep work, then more admin, prepping for a meeting, having that meeting. Then I have more drama calls and drama admin. Fridays then I have morning routine, deep work, demo hours, lunch and a walk, a meeting, more deep work, another meeting, and then social time. Saturdays then I pretty much have drama all day. I have drama calls as well as drama admin, and I tried to get a lot of the admin done so that I can at least not worry about it until Monday, Tuesday when I do a bit more. So it's important for me, Lola, you're making so much noise. So it's important for me to try to get that done. And then Sundays I have at the moment as my personal development day. And that is just something I've literally started this week. I'm trying it out because it's nice to have Sundays free. And so I have written down, you do you, whatever you need to do, but ideally try to film videos, meal prep, personal development stuff, etc. So I think leaving it open has been more helpful for me to actually want to film than if I plan out the time that I need to film something. Sometimes I get anxious about that and then I don't end up getting stuff done. So I'm calling it my personal development day, and it means if I need to take that day for self-care, if I need to work on something, then Sunday is free, and it means that anything I need to do I can do. If I need to do a bit of life admin, I can do that. So yeah, that is my schedule. So that is it for this quick video. I hope that this was interesting or useful for you. Maybe it'll inspire you to plan your own week in somewhat of a similar way. I think time blocking is one of the most effective ways to plan your schedule, and just make sure you allocate time for appropriate tasks and try your best to batch tasks together, just because our brains are not good at multitasking. So that is it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to all of my wonderful members, and I'll see you all in the next video.